continue from the cliffhanger. Now, Yosuke just realized that he's been manipulated the whole time. You actually figured it out before he got there.
My name is Labris.
In that instant, her pale face flushed with comprehension. She looks down at her mechanical limbs on her face and twists into a bitter expression. In the meantime, the shadow glares at the other robot girl.
Don't tell me you're...
Yes. I am the 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Aigis. I am the model that came after you.
So you're here to seize her. Well, I won't let you. I'm sick of that place. I'm going to be free. Isn't that right, me? Won't that be better than letting the Kiricho group capture you again?
Kiricho. Capture.
The President blankly repeats the shadow's words. She turns towards me, her eyes filled with desperation.
I wasn't human?
I should answer her, and I try, but nothing comes out of my mouth. In that moment, I can feel our fates ripping apart.
I will take my freedom!
The shadow's arm suddenly shoots out across the room. It's connecting by a long chain and catching Miss President. The chain reels in like it was connected to it by a winch, dragging her along. The shadow grabs Labris and lifts her onto its shoulders. Next moment, the shadow bursts out of the announcement room. That was fast. I can't believe she's carrying twice her own weight.
Wait!
The other robot, Aigis, follows right behind. That just leaves Rise and me with a whole lot of questions. What the hell am I supposed to do now? The student council president isn't human, but some kind of weapon? And there's another robot girl? Someone smacks me in the back. It's Rise. She's staring at me with flushed cheeks.
Aren't you gonna go after them?
After yeah, why am I spacing out? Of course, I can't just let stuff in like this. So what if she's not human? So what if she's, not what I imagined? She believed in me and trusted me, and yet I'm completely failing her. I'm not going to let it in now, not a chance in hell. She didn't get to be a celebrity for nothing. She really got some guts. It sure is great having friends with an urge you care about.
I'll back you up from here. Good luck!
I nod with determination. I leave Rise alone in the announcement room and run out the hole in the wall. I can't master speed, but I know where they're going. As the shadow left the room, she turned towards the stairway. She was going to head downwards and be faster to make for the fire escape in the other direction. So, while this isn't a whole lot to go on, I think I can guess where they're going. To the roof. I've been pumped my way up the stairs and see a door at the roof is open, just as I thought. When I get there, I don't see what I expected to. I took my breath away. It looks like a studio like that place. It's the entrance to this world we used to up until the spring. It went away after we solved the mystery last year, but it must have come back when Labris entered the TV and created the school. I guess that means when everyone saw the Midnight Channel, they all became interested in it like last time. That's why it looks the exact same. In the arena, Aigis in the shadow, still carrying Labris, are at a standoff. Labris is silent. She looks conscious, but her eyes are empty as if she's given up trying to understand anything. The shadow smiles when she sees me and snaps her fingers. Suddenly, the air is enveloped by a strange presence.
The Grand Prix isn't over yet. If you want to chase me, you better fight each other.
Hey, wait!
I try and chase after the shadow, but I run into another invisible wall. This crap again? The shadow disappears back at the school building. Damn it, looks like I just helped her buy more time. The Grand Prix isn't over? That time I've got to fight more to keep going. So I have to fight this robot, Aigis? I timidly ask her. Hell, I don't know anything about her other than her name. First I need to find out what the hell she's doing here.
Is it true you came to capture her?
You're Captain Ressentiment. Yosuke Hanamura, correct?
She knows me. And she knows about the ressentiment part. Well, I'm pretty sure the Tsukaja argument only works if he has meter, and theoretically, for purpose of plot, he doesn't right now. Someone kill me.
I saw you in the video advertising this tournament. The one showing the people currently in this world.
Did you now?
Still, ressentiment, huh? Still, it really pisses me off, but I'll be honest.
Normally, I would recommend that you evacuate at once, but neither of us can leave. I must go after her.
What a coincidence. Me too.
But this has nothing to do with you.
I may not have meant to, but I hurt that girl. She was depending on me, and I turned my back on her.
Not a human? A robot? So what? That's what I want to say to her, but I couldn't. That's
why I need to go and apologize.
When I said that, Aigis' expression relaxes. It's a really natural expression, very human-like. Labrys' face was like that, too.
I think I should explain certain things to you. I'm not authorized to disclose everything, but...
She slowly begins to speak. Apparently, there were instances involving shadows and personas outside Inaba, too. They didn't start recently, either. That they made an unofficial squad to deal with stuff like that. Aigis belongs to that group. She's a weapon created solely to fight shadows. She was given a soul so she could summon a persona, the only method of dealing with shadows. Miss President, Labrys, was a prototype, but she went AWOL. Holy crap. I mean, after last year, I'm ready for all kinds of crazy stories, but this still takes me by surprise. Of course, it's not all that hard to believe when one of the robot girls is standing right in front of me. Still.
There are shadows outside the TV, too?
We would never have realized that a television could lead to a space like this.
Well, I'm surprised by what you just told me, so I guess we're even.
I tried joking and smiling, but Aigis doesn't smile back. She looks straight at me. Her eyes are filled with strength, and I can tell she's measuring me up. Come to think of it, Labrys looked the same way when we first met. I remember thinking, man, those eyes.
Hey, please tell me, what's going to happen to Labrys once you catch her?
I cannot answer that.
Aigis hesitates before answering, like she has to squeeze it out of her throat. That pause says even more to me than her
If
words.
you have no other questions, then let us begin the battle. There isn't any time to spare. Please don't resist. I can knock you out painlessly if you comply.
Yikes. But hey, I can't back down.
I act cocky so I won't be scared. When I smile, I know I
Are
just
you
can't
really
let her
going
beat
to fight a living weapon like myself? I do not mean to boast, but your chances of success are low.
I'm still a guy. And guys should help out crying girls, right?
For some reason, that brings a smile to her face. Then, if I had a thought. She's trying to scare me to keep me from doing something dangerous? Perhaps this is her way of trying to be kind to me. Well, if it is, it ain't gonna work. I'll never forgive myself if I get sent home now and lose something important to me. I already made my decision. Maybe I get sent that resolution in me because she takes a fight in
I
stance.
understand. I accept your challenge. Here I come.
The one calling Labrys is Edogawa. I'm calling it now.
Final. Fight!
Light damage soda, rise up! Firing! Anti-air!
Behind you!
I summon you! Fire! Heavy damage! No! Dash!
Don't get me! Just get
Firing!
Just get
My other self! Damage! Severe impact! Rise up! Going!
behind you!
Upward! Anti-air! Dash!
Persona!
No!
Yikes!
Damage! Severe impact! Light damage!
Here I
No!
come!
Fire! Persona! Rise up! Damage! No!
Behind
Light
you!
damage! Fire! Severe impact! Light damage! Light damage!
Crap!
Strike! Fire! Fire!
Still up! Don't think you can stay there!
Please hit! I summon you!
Let's do this! Finish!
More factions shutting down.
Did it!
My shoulders bounce up and down as I wipe a sweaty face with my sleeve. I'm completely out of
Well
breath.
done. I'm surprised you defeated me, but this may have been for the best.
Huh?
You are truly concerned for her, even after discovering that she's a living weapon. Your sympathy is much more impressive than that of a fellow machine like myself. Such consideration is immeasurably warm and cherished for us.
Aigis' voice is gentle, but she also sounds a little sad. I sense like she's carrying a burden that I can't imagine. I don't know what to say, but she's giving me another of those soft
I met
smiles.
my own friends once, and reached my own answer. I was thinking of telling my sister of these experiences.
Oh, she's...
But I think it's better that you tell her instead.
Will I be able to do that? Wouldn't it be better for Aigis-san to go? No, the answer's already there. I have to face Lapras. For Aigis' sake as well. I look straight into Aigis' eyes to show them my
I don't know if I
determination.
have the answer you're talking about, but there is something I want her to know. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get it across, but when I was going through tough times, I had my friend...
I had my French.
Ah,
Son of a bitch. That was such an awesome speech, and I muffed the last word.
Friend.
Oh, it was intentional.
dude, you pick up on everything?
Pure disappointment when you open your mouth. Now I understand.
How do you know about that?
My database is perpetually being updated. Even as we speak, I am receiving information about you from the server.
Holy crap. I thought about this before, but I thought it might be just weird. How in the world are they getting, like, connected to the outside world from here? Good grief.
Known for wearing a trash can on his head. I comprehend.
Wait, how come all this information about me is bad? And what's this server you're talking about?
To think you would have such hobbies. The possibilities of man are truly infinite.
That's not...
Senpai, can you hear me?
Transmission from Risei. That's right. Now's not the time to be acting
loud
stupid.
and clear. Did you pick up Labrys' trail?
She's headed for the announcement room again. I'm gonna get out of here while I can.
Announcement room again? At first I was worried about Risei, but I think about it, as long as she has her persona to track the enemy, she's safer than anyone here. Alright, time to catch up. If the Shadow needs to make us fight and stall for time, it means she's still got something up her sleeve. I slapped my cheeks to whip myself up a bit.
I
I'll finish it
entrust
this time.
Labrys, my sister, with you.
As I'm leaving, Aigis' voice calls out from behind me. Her words relieve me.
I don't know, that you were gonna capture her and lock her up somewhere. Her shadow was talking about how she didn't want to be caged again, and that she wanted to be free. But you don't seem like the type to do that. I think you really do have her best interests in mind. I'll bring Labrys back to you, whatever it takes, Aigis-san.
Hanamura-san, thank you.
Look at that. Lapras doesn't have a place to go. Yeah. She doesn't belong here in this made-up school. Doesn't have a place to go. I bet I can start running again. I returned to the announcement room and opened the door. All I saw was Labrys sitting alone in the middle of the room. Her mechanical legs are sprayed on the floor, and she seems to be mumbling something happily. Okay, that's not right. The Shadow is nowhere to be found. Where is she watching from? Obviously, my suspicion, Lapras starts talking in a cheerful but almost lifeless voice.
It's you, Yosuke-kun. What's wrong? Shouldn't you be in class?
You're not thinking straight. We're inside the TV world. You're not the student council president.
What are you talking about? I came here to broadcast a student council announcement.
Lapras looks up with empty eyes. She's no longer in her human form, but her stuck-on smile is painful to look at. It's not a real smile. I take a deep
Labrys.
breath.
That's your name. You know that, right? Let's go back and put an end to this fake world.
Why? Why are you saying that stuff?
Lapras' eyes finally look at me clearly. She looks at
I want to
reality.
stay here. This is the only place I can belong.
Lapras slowly stands up and puts her arm behind her back. She removes her wing and expands to form a giant
I
axe.
won't go back. I'm gonna stay here forever and ever.
She reaches down her axe with incredible speed. To swing a huge chunk of steel like that so easily, that's just not humanly possible. I mean, I expected this much, but I can't go easy on
Sorry
her.
I have to do this. I'll apologize as much as you want later, but right now, I've Gotta stop you with everything I have.
Final!
Crap! Twinkle! Give it up! Stay down! Just getting started! Give it up! Give it up! Just getting started! Here we go! Come here you are! Just getting started! Behind you! Here I come! Do it!
Yes, dungeon clothing is definitely canon.
Why? Why can't I stay like this?
What good will it do for you to forget everything? You know that you're trying to ignore the truth and that you're lying to yourself. That'll only bring you more pain.
Lapras drops to the floor, crying her heart out. I know this is for her own good, but seeing it hurts me deep down inside. Lapras looks at me
You
with eyes
wouldn't
full of misery.
understand. No one can understand how I feel.
That's right. They'd never understand.
An ominous voice butts into our conversation.
Shadow. So you were nearby after all.
Why wouldn't I be? I'm her.
Damn, wherever she is, I can't see her. Where's she hiding? As I'm looking around. Ruh-roh. That's probably not good. That's... What is that? That's a boiler? What are they boiling? They're boiling the old robots of her memory? As the darkness disappears, the scenery has changed completely. The view outside the window has changed to something weird and creepy. A piercing red light fills the room.
What's going on?
What is that? Some giant metal container like a furnace or something's being tossed into it like garbage. I look closer and see the garbage looks like arms and legs. Hey, it looks like people! I try and calm the horror I feel creepy up my spine. I just don't know how to describe it. All I can say is that whatever it is, it's nasty. This isn't the announcement room anymore. As I watch fixated on the view outside, the shadow appears silently from the corner of the
I
room.
still need her, so I can become myself.
She approaches me and she talks. Her face is illuminated by two things, a red light from the room outside and the madness of her eyes. I back away in spite of myself. But the shadow ignores me, drawing closer to Lapras. Shoot, that's right! Lapras hasn't said a word and the shadow needs to hear. The shadow hasn't gained true power yet. That's why she's trying to buy
your
time.
only escape route, but that's been stolen from you too. Poor pitiful me.
Lapras' shadow turns and begins regaling her. Her lips at Lapras' ears are where it's
You
tugging
made
at her
them
heart.
go through the same pain, but in the end, they still didn't understand.
The same pain?
It was so painful. It made you so sad. You hated destroying them.
Destroying them? Take another look at the horror show outside the window. The broken human figures being thrown in on the incinerator. This is the site Lapras' heart created, right? And that means this is... I suddenly felt the grasp of weight of Lapras was burying her heart. And I could see how heavy the weight was. The shadow takes a quick glance at me and
He
continues
was
speaking.
forced to fight his friends too. But he didn't feel the despair that we did. He wasn't alone, after all. He's completely different from us. We're not human or an ordinary machine. We don't belong anywhere, and we'll always be alone. No one will ever understand us. Please stop!
The Shadow needs to have Lapras deny that they're the same. I knew that, but I couldn't stop her. I quietly watched the two of them talk.
I'm not alone! I'm not! If they don't understand, who will? The only ones who could were all destroyed by our own hands. No! That was you! Not me! You're not me! I'm free now! No one can capture me! I'm truly free! Yes, the power!
Yeah, I don't really understand how some people in chat don't understand why Lapras is so sad when she's basically been forced to, like, routinely kill off and consume her best friends. That would mess me up. Well, there it is. Shadow goes wild and strikes Lapras, knocking her aside. I catch her from behind. Lapras looks up at me, a bit surprised. The look in her eye is frail, ready to fade away at any moment. I smile at her.
Don't worry. It's okay if you can't at first. It's really hard to accept yourself. The only reason I could do it was because I had friends to help me. It would have been I'm here with you now. And you've got Aigis-san too. We'll help you face yourself.
Lapras' shape is a bit of a surprise. Shadow didn't change, but suddenly a monster behind her. What the hell, man? That's like a persona, and it's pretty damn gigantic. Shadow's eyes glow gold as she turns her wings into an axe, like Lapras had. Crap, it was hard enough just fighting a robot girl with just the axe. I want to be honest here, I'm having a hard time thinking I can take her on by myself. But something pops up in the back of my mind. The face of my friend, of Aigis, of everyone who's trusted me with all their hopes. I get ready to fight. Power surges through my body. Alright, now it's my turn to work.
I'm gonna save you no matter what. And when we make a promise like that, we keep it.
Final. But
Here I come! Alright! Behind you! Go get side! Here I come! Stay there! Alright! Alright! Behind you! Go get me! Behind you! Go get me!
Don't punch me, Mr. Minotaur Face. The shadows finally stop moving and settle down. I run to Lapras' side and pick her up. She's still awake, but her
I'm
expression
such
is
a
gloomy.
failure. I can't win against anyone. I even let my shadow out. I'm a weapon, but I'm so useless. It would be better if I was just scrapped.
The lack of any energy in her voice and body is enough to put me at a loss for words. Do I have to immediately convince her otherwise? That doubt came crawling back in the back of my mind. But, I still need to tell you. I opened my mouth and put the heavy feelings in my heart to words.
There was someone I liked once, but she got killed. It was the worst thing you could imagine. I couldn't forgive myself or believe she was gone. I even tried to... I thought then that no one could understand how I felt. I mean, how could they if they weren't me? Only I could understand how I felt. That's what I thought. I had given up, but that wasn't true. Even if people haven't had exactly the same experiences, they can still understand each other. I have some great friends now to prove it.
Friends.
If I'm strong at all, it's because I have them. I can remember my friends are with me whenever it really counts.
Yeah. But I don't have that.
You should, though. There must have been someone who was important to you. Just think back.
Lapis' lips quiver, and she shakes her head gently. A single tear was all it took. It's like a dam breaking, she starts to cry.
They're all gone. I can't see them anymore. And it's all my fault!
Yeah, huh? That's what Shadow Lapis was getting at. She didn't just lose them. I don't know the details, but I'm gonna bet that she had to destroy someone herself, against her will. I can't imagine the pain that would cause.
I see.
But
can't it be us? Your friends.
as I say that, I stretch out my hands to her. But Lapis looks away from me. She won't take my hand.
I'm not human.
Who cares? One of my friends is a shadow. Remember Teddie? The one who was acting like your knight? He was originally a shadow. And you have Aigis-san with you, too. I know she was really worried about you.
Really?
She raises her head and looks at me, but she still hesitates. Shoot. They don't know what to say in a situation like this. I bet you would have some best lines memorized just for occasions like this. Okay, so I try something that sounds natural, no matter if it's particularly suave or not. Time to try a joke.
You know, my arm's gonna get tired leaving my hand out like this.
Lapis looks confounded for a brief moment, but it looks like
You
I chose
really
right.
are something, you know that?
With a smile, Lapis takes my hand. It's cold and hard, but it feels natural. Because I know it's the hand of a girl who's trying her best.
I'm not alone.
That's right. We'll be by your side.
Lapis nods her head and slowly stands up. I offer to help her up, but she pushes my arm away and walks towards the shadow. The shadow says nothing. It just stares
Wanting
at Lapis.
everyone to understand. You weren't wrong about how I feel.